Our world is full of breathtaking wonders, but hidden inside its beauty are places where nature shows its darkest side. These are lands of fire and ice, of poison and silence, where humans are pushed beyond their limits. Some of these places are so extreme that they seem like they belong to another planet, yet they exist right here on Earth. Today, we take you on a journey to discover the 5 most dangerous places on Earth. Places that can kill you in minutes, but also leave you in awe with their strange and haunting beauty.
Death Valley, USA is one of the most extreme and dangerous places on Earth. It is the hottest place in the world, where temperatures once reached 56.7 degrees Celsius, 134 degrees Fahrenheit. In summer, the ground becomes so hot that it can feel like standing inside an oven, and even water bottles can melt in the sun. Despite its deadly heat, Death Valley is full of wonders. The valley has giant salt flats that look like a frozen white lake, colorful mountains shaped by old volcanoes, and sand dunes that stretch like golden waves. One of the strangest sights here is the sailing stones at Racetrack Playa, where heavy rocks move across the desert floor by themselves, leaving trails behind. At night, the sky is filled with endless stars, making it one of the best places in the world for stargazing. In spring, after rare rains, the desert blooms with thousands of wildflowers, turning the dry land into a sea of colors. Animals like coyotes, roadrunners, and snakes have learned how to survive in this extreme environment. But for humans, Death Valley can be deadly if not careful. Heat stroke and dehydration can strike within hours. Even with its dangers, it remains a place of mysterious beauty, almost like walking on another planet. Death Valley, USA is one of the most extreme and dangerous places on Earth. It is the hottest place in the world, where temperatures once reached 56.7 degrees Celsius, 134 degrees Fahrenheit. In summer, the ground becomes so hot that it can feel like standing inside an oven, and even water bottles can melt in the sun. Despite its deadly heat, Death Valley is full of wonders. The valley has giant salt flats that look like a frozen white lake, colorful mountains shaped by old volcanoes, and sand dunes that stretch like golden waves. One of the strangest sights here is the sailing stones at Racetrack Playa, where heavy rocks move across the desert floor by themselves, leaving trails behind. At night, the sky is filled with endless stars, making it one of the best places in the world for stargazing. In spring, after rare rains, the desert blooms with thousands of wildflowers, turning the dry land into a sea of colors. Animals like coyotes, roadrunners, and snakes have learned how to survive in this extreme environment. But for humans, Death Valley can be deadly if not careful. Heat stroke and dehydration can strike within hours. Even with its dangers, it remains a place of mysterious beauty, almost like walking on another planet. If Death Valley is the oven of the Earth, then the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia is its very furnace. Often called the gateway to hell, this desert is one of the harshest environments known to man. Here, the ground itself seems alive with fire and poison. Temperatures soar above 50 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest inhabited places in the world. But the heat is only the beginning. The desert is dotted with acid lakes that bubble with toxic fumes, hot springs that glow in bright neon colors, and volcanic craters spilling boiling lava. The air smells of sulfur, burning your lungs with every breath, while poisonous gases rise from cracks in the ground. The landscape is surreal. Yellow, green, and red pools of chemicals mix with black lava fields, creating a scene that looks more like the surface of another planet than Earth. In fact, scientists often compare it to Mars and even test space technology here because of its alien-like conditions. Despite this, some people actually live near the desert, surviving in small villages under impossible heat. For most humans, however, stepping into the Danakil is like stepping into a nightmare. The land can kill you with heat, gases, or even by simply running out of water. It is dangerous, but also strangely beautiful, proving that Earth still holds mysteries that challenge both our bodies and our imagination. 3. Snake Island, Brazil. Far off the coast of Brazil lies a place that sounds like something from a horror movie, Snake Island or Il Quimita Grande. At first glance, it looks like a lush tropical paradise covered in green forests and surrounded by the deep blue sea. But step onto the island and paradise quickly turns into hell. The island is home to thousands of golden lancehead vipers, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Their venom is so strong that it can melt human flesh and kill a person in less than an hour. It is said that there are so many snakes on the island that you are never more than a few feet away from one. Some locals believe there is at least one snake for every square meter of land. Stories say that in the past, fishermen who accidentally landed on the island never returned, their bodies found covered in deadly bites. The danger is so high that the Brazilian government has completely banned visitors, except for a handful of scientists who are allowed to study the snakes under heavy protection. Legends also surround the island, including tales of hidden treasures and ghostly warnings. But in truth, Snake Island needs no legends. Its reality is terrifying enough. From the outside, it may look like a peaceful tropical island, but on the inside, it is one of the deadliest places on Earth where the ground itself seems alive with venom. 4. Mount Everest, Nepal, Tibet. Mount Everest is known as the roof of the world, standing tall at 8,849 meters above sea level. For many, it represents the ultimate adventure, a dream to stand on top of the earth. But what many don't realize is that Everest is not just a mountain. It is also a graveyard. Climbing Everest is one of the most dangerous challenges a human can attempt. The air is so thin near the top that breathing becomes almost impossible without oxygen tanks. This area is known as the death zone, where the human body slowly begins to die. Temperatures drop so low that exposed skin can freeze within minutes, while storms can sweep in without warning, burying climbers under avalanches of snow and ice. Each step toward the summit is a battle against exhaustion, hunger, and the mountain itself. Over the years, more than 300 climbers have lost their lives on Everest. Many of their bodies remain there, frozen in place, because bringing them down is nearly impossible. These frozen climbers now serve as grim markers along the route, silent reminders of the risks. And yet, despite the dangers, thousands of climbers continue to attempt Everest each year, driven by ambition and the lure of adventure. From far away, Everest looks peaceful and majestic, but up close, it reveals its true nature, a place of danger, death, and glory.
5. Lake Natron, Tanzania. In northern Tanzania lies one of the most haunting lakes on Earth, Lake Natron. At first sight, it looks stunning. The water glows red and pink under the sunlight, creating a view that looks almost magical. But beneath this beauty lies danger. The lake's waters are extremely alkaline, filled with salts and chemicals that can burn skin and even strip the flesh from bones. The surface is so caustic that boats cannot cross it, and the water is often hotter than 40 degrees Celsius, adding to its deadliness. But what makes Lake Natron truly shocking is its power to preserve life in death. Animals that fall into the lake, like birds, become calcified, their bodies turning into eerie stone-like statues. Photographers have captured these strange creatures, looking frozen in time, as if turned into art by the lake itself. Despite all this, the lake is also a home for life. Thousands of flamingos gather at Lake Natron to breed, painting the deadly lake with a vision of pink feathers and beauty. It is a place of contrasts, life and death, beauty and horror. From far away, it looks like a jewel of nature, but up close, Lake Natron is one of the most dangerous and mysterious places on our planet.
These 5 places, Death Valley, Danakil Desert, Snake Island, Mount Everest, and Lake Natron, show us how wild, deadly, and unpredictable our planet truly is. They remind us that while Earth is beautiful, it is also full of power beyond human control. Some of these places will burn you, some will freeze you, some will poison you, and some will trap you forever. The question is, would you ever dare to visit them? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing and mysterious facts about our world.